Do you want to talk Nirvana? Oh well, whatever, never mind. Do you want to talk Nirvana though?
Whoa! Oh my gosh, dude. Y'all have no idea what I've gone through audio wise to try and do this video. I already did a whole 30-minute video. I had the guitar playing. I bought this thing because I thought that it would be a valuable tool, but everything has just sounded awful. So audio issues aside, hopefully maybe it's working now. The video's not gonna go how I wanted it to go. I was gonna try to like channel my inner Rick Beato and like play the guitar parts for you guys and be like, this is why it sounds kind of like this and blah 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 blah. But at this point, all frustration aside, I'm just gonna power through this and we're just gonna talk about it. So you guys are gonna have to go listen to these songs on your own, but we're gonna talk about 10 songs that are not More Than a Feeling by Boston that could have and probably did influence Smells Like Teen Spirit. So first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Nirvana was heavily influenced by 60s hippie counterculture rock and roll, dude. You can call it psychedelia, you can call it whatever you want, dude, but it was just counterculture rock and roll music, dude. A lot of it was folky, some of it was heavier, some of it was, you know, whatever it was, you know, from the Doors to the Beach Boys to, you know, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and beyond, dude. Mamas and the Papas, who did the Come On People Now, Smile on Your Brother that they did for Territorial Pissings, put it in the comments. My brain's not working right now. I've been battling technical difficulties for the last however long. But anyway, let's take it from a interesting perspective to start. So Kurt Cobain was heavily influenced by the Stooges, right? Raw Power. But if you want to go and talk about a song that could have maybe influenced Gimme Danger on Raw Power, dude, you got this band 10 years after who did this song called I'd Love to Change the World. It's on this album called A Space in Time. But just give it a listen, dude. And then go listen to the Stooges too, because you just should, dude. Raw Power, like I said, dude, Kurt said that was one of his favorite albums of all time. And just me personally, dude, Gimme Danger is one of my favorite songs of all time. I don't know how you can't listen to that song like full blast volume and not just want to go run through a wall, bro. Or do something self-destructive. It's just, you know, it's just the way it is, baby. So we'll move on to the second song that could have potentially influenced Smells Like Teen Spirit. You guys should check out, there's a new addendum to the old Come As You Are book that Michael Azerrad wrote. And I think it's called like the amplified version or whatever. But there's an audiobook version too, where I think it just like negates the part of Come As You Are that was already written, and it's literally like just the addendums in audiobook form that Michael Azerrad actually reads himself. And I've been listening to that recently, and he mentioned that Kurt learned this song while he was taking guitar lessons as a young laddie. I'm pretty sure the Kingsmen were a Seattle band too, so we can just kind of take that for what it is, dude. Whatever's in the water out there making this awesome rock and roll music. But go listen to Louie Louie, bro. Just do it. Why wouldn't you? It's a great song. Okay, so power trio wise, I probably could have found a Jimi Hendrix song that kind of sounds like Smells Like Teen Spirit. I mean, just off the top of my head, you could probably go with Purple Haze, dude. We'll just kind of leave that for what it is, and I'm not gonna look up the album art for that. But Jimmy and Eric Clapton were, you know, they were pretty tight, and I think everyone knows the story about Eric Clapton buying a left-handed black Strat, I think, for Jimmy, right? Like just before he died, and he never got the chance to gift it to him. So that was kind of a interesting rock and roll story. But Cream, Sunshine of Your Love, is definitely one that could have potentially, definitely maybe influenced Smells Like Teen Spirit. Obviously the I've been waiting so long. So then you got like the from Smells Like Teen Spirit, right? So in a white room with black curtains. Like I said, dude, I had done the video, bro, and like I said, I could still upload it, but it just sounds like. So definitely not rad like my shirt. My shirt says "so rad." You see? Ever listen to the Bouncing Souls? They got a song called "You're So Rad." It's pretty cool. I think about you when I go mad. You're so rad. All right. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little bit of my wild thing on. Definitely one that influenced Smells Like Teen Spirit. I'm just saying, dude, if these kids, you remember back in the day, well, I remember just because like I'm a Nirvana nerd. I wasn't actually around at the time. Well, I mean, I was around at the time, but I was like pooping in diapers and stuff. But you know, like Reading Festival '92, they even played More Than a Feeling before they started Smells Like Teen Spirit, because I mean, that was like all everyone was saying, dude, was Nirvana ripped off Boston, and they didn't, dude. They definitely didn't. People are just dumb, dude. People are just dumb. So I'll say next one, we'll just go through real quick. Surfer Rosa, Pixies, second song on it is called Break My Body. And, you know, just, it's the vibe, you know, it's just the vibe of that song, the quiet to loud dynamics, the bass heavy kind of, you know, like it Smells Like Teen Spirit, the bass controls the whole verse, really, you know. Kurt's just singing on top of it. Obviously Dave's doing his thing. So what's next? Speaking of Dave, right, let's go into the intro drum fill. Right? So Dave said he might have gotten that from like the Gap Band or whatever he said in that, was it Sound City or Sonic Highway, some foo thing that he's done. But me personally, I believe, because Nirvana came up, dude, before Dave was even in the band. They were playing in all the old school, you know, punk goth clubs from the 80s. And, you know, Susie and the Banshees reigned supreme back in those days. So they got a song called Cities in Dust, and just go listen to that. Give that intro a spin, dude. You don't even have to listen to the whole song, but I mean, once you start it, I don't think you can stop that song. But you know, once you hear that drum turnaround in the intro, bro, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So keeping it with the punk vibes here, let's bring it to these guys. Ramones, dude. There's a song on the album Brain Drain, and the song is called I Believe in Miracles. I believe in a better world for me and you. Oh. All right, anyway. You know, it's just kind of the same vibe in the intro. And It's kind of. I'm just saying, dude. If they were gonna say it was more than a feeling, dude, all the rest of these songs sound a lot more like SLTS sluts than more than the feeling. So, you know, Boston can just sluts on, dude. What's the Boston guitar player guy's name that made the Rockman? You know, the old like little amp. It was like probably sounds better than this thing does, dude. I mean, this, I don't know, bro. I tried with this thing. You can just throw it in the trash, straight up. But I don't know. I need to throw myself in the trash too. So we'll just leave that for another day. So this one is probably the most morbid tinged influence of this whole countdown, right? So everybody knows in Kurt's parting note, we'll call it, there's a homage anecdote that pays tribute to Out of the Blue, Into the Black. You know, he quotes it. I can't. There's a specific term I'm trying to use, but my brain's not all there right now. But anyway, he alludes to Out of the Blue, Into the Black with the whole line, "It's better to burn out than to fade away." But homie Neil Young was in Buffalo Springfield, right? And so their song, For What It's Worth, for what my opinion's worth, dude, the boo-doo in the verse for Smells Like Teen Spirit, it sounds like the harmonics in Buffalo Springfield's For What It's Worth, dude. The dun, dun. Like I said, dude, I could play it for you, but I don't even know if you can hear it when I bust the thing out, especially with the harmonics, yo. So we got like the, you know, the little, and then, you know, obviously when Kurt's doing Smells Like Teen Spirit, he's got like the, but like I said, dude, it's not direct rips. It's just, you know, the little gists and inspirations and stuff that we all get as, you know, songwriters, painters. You know, I mean, how many still life paintings of a freaking orange were there in the world before you saw one in the art museum, bro? Like, just because the one you see in the art museum exists doesn't mean that everyone else that made a painting of an orange copied it. So I don't know. Well, it's all silly to me, man. I mean, there are predators out there that rip off people's songs and stuff, and those people should be, you know, dealt with accordingly. But I don't think that Kurt was that kind of guy, man. He just wanted to rock. So this band, this song, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like it kind of influences Come As You Are maybe a little bit more. But you know, Nirvana actually gave this band their due by doing several covers of some of their other songs, like D7 and Return of the Rat, and even Breed kind of ripped off another one of their songs, which is called, you know, getting back into the morbidity of what ended up happening to Kurt in the long run, right? Like, there's this other Wipers song called Potential Suicide, and as you guys know, I use that word for a different term that I'm pretty sure you can figure out considering the subject matter here. But that song kind of sounds like Breed, and there's another guy, I think that song rips off like an old Link Ray song too, but I can't remember what that Link Ray song is called. But yeah, so I'm not talking about Breed right now though. I'm talking about Smells Like Teen Spirit. So there's the other Wipers song I'm talking about is off of this album called Over the Edge, and it's called No One Wants an Alien. So check that out. It's got like the chorusy kind of like that chorus drenched tone that Kurt has in the solo, specifically for Smells Like Teen Spirit. But I think once you guys listen to it, you will also understand why I'm saying that it kind of has like that Come As You Are vibe too. But yeah, I don't know, bro. You tell me, man. That's what the comment section's for. So last song, you guys are gonna be like, this guy is crazy, but you gotta remember Nirvana, as punk as they were and as like arty DIY as they were, right? They were the biggest rock and roll band of their time, essentially. And they were also inspired by the biggest rock bands of their time that came before them. So one of those bands is the Scorpions. And yes, I'm going to say it, dude. Smells Like Teen Spirit in some ways sounds like Rock You Like a Hurricane. Just go give it a spin, dude. Just go give it a spin, dude. From the intro to the outro, bro. Because even in the outro of Smells Like Teen Spirit, where Kurt is just like slamming on that final line, a denial, it's almost like the same driving outro as Rock You Like a Hurricane, dude. Just give it a chance, man. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I live in North Carolina, so diehard Carolina Hurricanes fan here. I have to hear that song all the time, and I say have to, but I mean I enjoy it. It never gets old, dude. Rock You Like a Hurricane. That whole album, that whole Scorpions album that's on. It's not Love Drive. It's I can't remember what it's called right now. Love at First Sting, I think. Is it Love at First Sting? Which is, once again, dude, great album title. But yeah, man, I guess that's it. So all those people back in the day that were saying Nirvana ripped off More Than a Feeling can just suck a turd. And I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I got other things to do. Believe it or not.
Wednesdays. Nhầm đó. Wednesdays. Nhầm đó. Nhầm đó.